Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? It's May 4th, Saturday evening, and man, I don't know about you guys, but every day can be a struggle like none other, especially when you put your faith in God for a living. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I'm not a pastor, a minister, a priest, or anything like that. I can't even quote you probably scripture from the Bible. What I can tell you is God's message, though. And that's the important thing. It's not how much you know. It's, do you know the message? Do you know the truth, and can you share it? And in these days where the struggle has become a little greater for each of us, I hear it from people all the time. Now, the funny thing is we're such smart people. We're such critical thinkers. How come we give advice that we won't even take? You know, there's times we find ourselves, we can't even think ourselves out of a paper bag. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. So today, maybe I can help you guys with something that, it took me a long time to figure this out, a very long time. Thank God, in time. In 2005, my fiance and myself, mutually agreed to go our separate ways. It didn't work out. The downside is having two beautiful children in the middle of it. Now, from 2005 until 2017, I stayed to myself, kept to myself. And let me tell you something, folks. I grew up with the same problems most other folks did. Family problems, dysfunctional, being taken away from our mom, being dragged to California, and having to deal with a father who didn't know how to be a father. So I'm not going to sit here and drop the blame on everybody. I'm just going to say that life became a struggle, and low self-esteem, food anxiety, being hit. All these things wear you down. Okay, and sometimes we don't even know why. But we wind up being angry for a long period of time. Now, every day, for those 11 years, I let the thoughts come in, and I just let them beat the holy shit out of me. All day long, I didn't even try to stop it, The problem is after the years and years started to build up, the anger started to build up, and then it was like, well, now I have a lot of pent-up anger from allowing myself to not understand what was going on and how to fix it. Now, a lot of people suffer depression, and some people have chemical imbalances that do require medication. And, what can I say? My son was on medication. Do I agree with it? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? He's a normal, healthy kid, but do I agree with it? No. But rather than fight the other side over it, you know what I mean? What are you going to do? But that isn't what this message is about. There's another struggle right there to deal with. A lot of times we don't know how to critically think because a lot of times we don't realize the devil is a bastard. And the funny thing about the devil is God allows the first thought. Now, when you can't control the first thought that comes into your mind, well, it can get worse from there real fast. It's a very hard process to stay with all the time. All the time you're critically trying to stay alert because the first thought is the worst thought. Hey, let's go over to so-and-so's house and, read the Bible. You'd be like, nah, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to play some video game or whatever it is. That's what I like to do. That's what I'd rather do anyway. Instead of going and do something positive, we just stay back. And that's the way he likes it. The devil doesn't have to lie. He just has to keep you distracted. And he's very good at it. He's very good at keeping us distracted from the things we need to do. And as a result, we procrastinate. We put things off. It's easier sometimes to put things off than to put in that 5 minutes to do something positive. The sad thing is we do it every day. And then we're the kind of people who are quick to give advice to help someone else up, but won't even take our own advice. That's useless. It's a waste of thought. But if you can catch the first thought, if you can actually catch the first thought, because once he gets his little fucking finger in the door, man, he's going to shove the door open, and then it's going to snowball on you. The devil's a bastard. And just for the record, guys, I'm a human being. And tonight I'm going to be a human being. Alright? I'm going to tell you like it is. And I'm going to tell you straight from the hip. I'm not going to pull any punches. I never have. Why would I start now? So if you hear a couple of swears, do me a favor. God is fine with the way that I express myself, because I am only expressing myself rather than acting out. Now, and that's very important. You must be able to express yourself without having to act out. You know? It took me a long time, guys. I let them beat the shit out of me every day, all day, and all night. So I got to the point where I started to say, it's time to make a list of people I'm gonna fucking kill. You know what I mean? Because when you allow the first thought and you don't stop it, once he pushes the door open, the thoughts are going to flood you and floor you to the ground. And if you don't know how to step back and go, wait a minute, whoa, this isn't me. I'm not angry all the time. I'm not angry like this. It's when you got to kind of step back and spit right in his fucking face. You know what? You have to have the guts to tell the devil to step the fuck up, to back the fuck up, and get away from you. Alright, that's some critical thinking right there. He doesn't have to lie. He just has to keep you distracted. And he's very good at it. Put some fear in there and some doubt in that recipe. You're wondering why and why. How come I can't do this? It's only him. You can do anything. We are made in God's image. Not him. He was. He was one of God's most trusted angels, man. But see, God created him so we would understand what sin and what lies, deception, greed, deceit, everything. And he'll try to shove every one of those thoughts in your head as quick as he can, as long as the door's open. It's very difficult, but I'll tell you what, since I've learned to fight the first thought, it's changed my entire life. It's changed my entire outlook. You know, instead of being hopped up and mad, I have a better sense of what I'm doing or what I'm about to do. I can give advice that I myself would take. Now, how about you? It's not easy to take the own advice that we give. Our own advice isn't always that easy. It takes time to develop a system to fight off evil. And once you learn how to fight it off, it bums them out. It pisses them off. You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to tell the devil what to do. I'm not afraid. See, that's the difference. You have to have conviction at some point. And that's what learning about faith and being able to stop that first thought. Because if you can control the first thought, he has no way to get in. That doesn't mean he's not going to stop trying. That just means you've been able to deter him from getting in that door. There's a lot of doors that we leave open. Time to slam a few in his fucking face. That's what I'm talking about. So forgive me, okay? I'm Bob. I'm a regular guy, just like you. Regular person, just like you. The kind of person you see at the store, at the gas station, getting a pack of smokes and a cup of coffee. I'm no different. Except I gave my life to God. I found a reason to live. I realized there is a God, and there is a Satan. See, God created love. Satan created hate. You can see it every day around you. You don't have to be blind. Stevie Wonder can see it. You can feel it, like the animals. So I just want to thank you for joining me. My name is Bob from the channel Pies and Cakes. I give all praise, all credit, all everything to God. I'm a no one, and I ain't trying to be anybody. I just want to be somebody to God. In the end, that's all that really matters. You know what I mean? I don't do this for money. I don't do it for thanks. Matter of fact, when you guys say thank you, I try to give it to God. It don't belong to me. I didn't do anything. I'm merely showing you what he shows me and sharing with you God's message. So thank you for joining me. Do me a favor, join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thine will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Would you give us this day our daily bread? Forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine truly is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. I love you guys. I thank you very much for supporting this channel and sharing your heart, your feelings, your comments, and kindness with me. I totally do appreciate it, guys. From my heart to yours. God bless all of you. I love you. Amen. Thank you.